Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our press conference. I am the President Farm Daddy's press secretary. Today, President Farm Daddy will not be available for comment. We will have the Chief Foreign Relations Advisor, Rich Money, and we'll also have the Ambassador of Domestic Affairs, B-Rax, available for questions. Um, so without any further ado, do you have any questions, sir?
What was the Facebook post about?
All right, and what paper are you with, sir?
I'm with the Bluefield Times.
All right. I'm going to leave that one to our Chief Foreign Relations Advisor, Rich Money, to answer later. Next question.
I'm from the Princeton Daily Times, and my question is, what does the president plan to do to help grow the employment situation?
The past 6 months have been a tumultuous and trying time for our country, following the unexpected resignation of the previous administration. The President felt that too much change in a short period of time could have a negative impact on the morale of the citizens. So he has focused on getting to know the needs and wants of his constituency a little better. Now that the dust has settled, the President does have plans to improve the employment situation, and we will get into those in greater detail at a later date. Next question.
Good afternoon. This is my first press conference, so please take it easy on me.
Yes, I am from MESN Network, and you've been very clear since day one in your role as the Foreign Relations Advisor that the President should have a very strict one-year moratorium on expanding foreign relations.
That is correct.
May I have a follow-up?
Yes.
Many of us in the media have taken the President's social media comments to imply that there may be a disconnect between you and the President regarding foreign relations. Do you care to comment?
I believe that calling it a disconnect is not entirely accurate. I am still hopeful that my agenda will resolve itself and can be returned to the domestic scene. Unfortunately, over the past 6 months, I have seen, heard, and learned a great deal about how little influence I have, but also about how much complex the world is. That experience has caused me to soften up my stance. Any more questions?
How about the Elgood Examiner? Softening your stance, is that due to pressure from the President?
Absolutely not. As the President's Chief Foreign Relations Advisor, I have been given full veto power. Next question.
From the Fenway Observer, the last Foreign Relations Advisor who had full veto power was Petey. Her results were mixed. What makes you think that you will be better able to advise? The last Foreign Relations Advisor who had full veto power was Petey. Her results were mixed. What makes you think that you will be better able to advise the President?
In hindsight, Petey's annulus.
Jacksonville Herald. The last Foreign Relations Advisor who had full veto power was Petey. History has shown that her what term should I use? Her results were mixed at best. What makes you think that you'll be better able to advise this President?
In hindsight, Petey's analysis of situation and subsequent advice to the President was spot on. In fact, it led to over a decade-long partnership with ultimately brought not only...
Holy crap. Jacksonville Herald here. The last Foreign Relations Advisor who had full veto power was Petey. History has shown that her results in her role were mixed at best. What makes you feel like you will be better able to advise this President?
In hindsight, Petey's analysis of situation and subsequent advice to the President was spot on. In fact, it led to over a decade-long partnership with ultimately brought not only me, domestic affairs. When the green flag drops, we live in a fluid world. People change, times change, but I have every confidence that my president will faithfully guide our country through a crisis by putting the country first, and do so in a bipartisan manner.
Thank you, Rich Money. Did very well in your first press conference. And now we will have our Ambassador of Domestic Affairs, B-Rax, available for a short period.
Yes, I'm from the Savannah Sweetwater Times, and I wonder if I may have one last tiny little question for Rich Money. Rich Money, has the President initiated any contact with any, shall we say, foreign bodies without first consulting with you, sir?
That couldn't be further from the truth. The President and I have discussed this possibility from day one since the administration changed. Neither of us have any interest in formal negotiations at this time. As far as the social media comment that so many fake news outlets have run with, I would view that as simply expressing an openness to gauging interest in a potential future mutual fact-finding mission. I assure you that should such a thing occur, our Ambassador of Domestic Affairs and I will be heavily involved every step of the way.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Rich Money. Excellent job for your first press conference. And now we're going to bring out our Ambassador of Domestic Affairs, B-Rax. This is also B-Rax's first press conference, so we're going to ask you to please be patient and take it easy on him. Thank you. B-Rax?
Good afternoon. Does anybody know my first answer?
Well, we haven't asked any questions yet.
It's John Cena!
That's pretty clever, B-Rax. You're pretty young for a domestic advisor. What kind of plans do you have for the next few months with the President?
Education, exercise, and daily responsibility.
B-Rax, do you think you could be more precise?
What is your name?
My name is...
It doesn't matter what your name is! We have a plan of improving reading and math scores. We are going to also work on our athletic programs. We are also going to work on litter, problem, and recycling solution. We have plans. We have big plans. Believe me.
Well, that sounds good. We have heard rumors about camping and swimming as well. Do you have any comment?
I can either affirm or deny.
So, B-Rax, are you telling us that you have no further comment?
I plead 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's also the bottom line, because B-Rax fits. I'm from the Princeton Daily Telegraph, and my question is, what does the President plan to do to help grow the employment situation?
The past 6 months have been a very tumultuous and trying time for our country. Following the resignation of the previous president, and damn it. Thank you, B-Rax, and also thank you, Rich Money. I'd like to thank you, the press corps, for your honest questions. I feel like we made some headway today in keeping with the transparency of our administration, and I'd like to thank you for your time, and you have a great day.
When will we be meeting the President?
President isn't quite ready for a formal press conference at this time, but we will let you know when we have one scheduled. So again, thank you for your time. Have a great day.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Love you. Bye. I'm from the Georgia Times, and my question is, what type of plan does the administration have for the looming housing crisis? Good afternoon. This is my first press conference. I'm from the Princeton Daily Telegraph, and my question is, what does the president plan to do to help grow the employment situation?
The past 6 months have been a very tumultuous and trying time for our country. Following the resignation of the previous president and, damn it.